team. I think they beat us up physically.
Brady under pressure. He'll be sacked.
Just a tough, hard-nosed team.
Now he's got pressure, getting balls loose.
They got a lot of good players.
Let's go!
We got two guys
They've had a winning organization for a long time.
Kamara walks into the end zone.
And that's probably the thing that jumps out the most. Turnovers.
Brady looking under pressure. Intercepted by the Saints.
Brady in trouble. Ball's loose. Ball's loose. Saints got it.
Another pick thrown by Brady.
It's a tough environment to play.
Brady back to pass. Picked off on the right-hand side. Pick six.
Got to go play well.
Since joining the Bucs, I mean, Brady has won 25 of his 30 games against any opponent in the regular season not named New Orleans.
That is amazing.
Crazy.
That is amazing right there.
He's 25-5 against any team that is not the Saints.
That is
obviously the playoff game is the one that you'd want more than anyone else. But the question is will this be another long day for Brady against this Saints defense?
Yeah, it probably will be, because there's some issues on this team as well with the health of their wide receivers. You know, the Saints, that 0-4, you know, of course the Bucs won the playoff game, but when Tom plays in the regular season against the Saints, they score 13 points a game. Everybody else, they score 32. Why? Because the Saints defense, Rich, is really good. They were 4th overall on defense, 4th against the run, best in the red zone. Cameron Jordan and those guys, Marcus Davenport. Now they have Tyrann Mathieu. I mean, this is a real solid defense. Marshawn Lattimore, he likes to get in the kitchen of Mike Evans. And so that's going to be a battle to watch if Mike is healthy enough to run around. So, yeah, I'm concerned about this could be a tough day for TB12.
Well, here's the interesting thing. We think about Tom Brady and how great Tom Brady is, and we always say to ourselves, well, there's no way that anybody can get into his head. There's no way that you can go against a team or a player and that guy make you think about them more than other teams. But when you watch Tom Brady play against his Bucs team, he does things that are un-Tom Brady-like, and this is the stuff that just amazes me. Like, this is an easy read right here. You're reading the outside backer. He's running down the field. Throw the quick in under route on the outside, and he flips it up over the top and throws an interception. Here's another one. Tom is so good at recognizing coverages, understanding where his matchups are. All right, I got 2-on-2 on the backside. I got to take one of those guys. Instead, I'm going to try to wing it down the field where I got a safety help over the top, another interception, and then maybe this last one is the most dumbfounding. You watch the safety up on the top of your screen. I mean, he's standing there the entire time, and I'm going to throw a deep over, and I'm going to hit the safety in the numbers right. I mean, this is stuff that Tom Brady doesn't do, and he does it every single time he plays against the Saints. Could it be that the Saints are just in his head, and he plays completely differently when he plays against this team? And so I just want to see, can he come out and be the Tom Brady that we all come to know, the 25-5 against everybody else, or is he going to go and make some of these uncharacteristic things? Because they could actually be, I mean, could they possibly be in his head? Like, really?
No.
It happens.
Yeah,
It happens.
Kurt, you're spot on. You know, he does make these uncharacteristic throws, playing unlike himself, and coach, the Saints defense is for real, so we have to give them credit. But at the same time, Tom Brady doesn't have to do it alone. And I'm not even talking about age. He's still playing at a high level. I'm not even talking about the wide receivers. He still has playmakers at the wide receiver and tight end position. For me, it's about the running backs and Leonard Fournette.
Right.
Listen,
right.
if you want to go out there and control the game, then you got to hand it off to a monster. Remember, we were all talking about Leonard Fournette in the offseason. There were rumors that he was weighing a little bit too much. I don't care how much he weighs. He is an absolute beast. And if you want to have a good game, then go ahead and hand the ball off. Then that will allow you to open up the pass, make it simple with some play action calls, and Tom Brady will control the game from the first quarter all the way to the fourth. But this isn't going to be easy, because Jameis Winston, he got them Saints believing.
It's interesting that we will talk more about Jameis Winston in a minute, man. But I thought the same thing, Nate, because I saw what Leonard Fournette did to my Cowboys last week, because they just turned this ball and handed it off to Leonard Fournette. He started pounding him and killing him. But then Leonard had this little hamstring issue, and I was like, that adds a little problem to Tom now, because if Leonard can get going like he gets going, and now they don't have Godwin, who Tom can really control. I hate that Godwin got hurt too, because I believe he was rushing back out there. They give Tom that blankie that we were talking about, that Julian Edelman, Wes Welker kind of blankie that he had in game one, and now he'll miss this game. So I expect the problems to persist today, to continue today. But I do believe in Tom, and Tom will find a way somehow.
Well, another guy who believes in Tom is the other TB in question, Todd Bowles, who's with our Sarah Walsh. Sarah?
Todd, you said this week it's not a rivalry. What does your team need to do to make this rivalry more equal?
We need to win a few games, first of all. Stop making our silly mistakes and shooting ourselves in the foot. We come down here head full of steam, then we do something crazy to set us back, and we start gambling and reaching. We just got to play a complete game.
What can you tell me about the status today of Donovan Smith and Julio Jones?
Well, Donovan will probably be out. Julio, we're going to work out, and he'll be a game-time decision. We want to see how he feels. But Donovan, he'll be out for sure.
Does it alter your offensive game plan at all the adjusting you've had to make on this offensive line?
No, I don't think so. We have a distinct plan we're going into the game with, and we're going to try and execute it.
Todd, good luck.
Thank you.
Well, Sarah, it is a new reality for Bucs quarterback Tom Brady. He took Wednesday off this past week, a veteran rest day, personal day. My understanding, after talking to several sources, is that this is going to be the way it's going to be for Tom Brady this entire season. For the first time in his illustrious career, he is getting a day off every single week. He's going to take Wednesday off. Blaine Gabbert going to get the first and second down reps. That's what they work on Wednesday, and they believe that Brady will come back stronger thanks in part to this rest day. Meanwhile, the other team involved in this game has Michael Thomas. And remember Michael Thomas kind of took the year off last year? Well, certainly after 2 foot surgeries, Michael Thomas was back looking at his old self after kind of dealing with a strained relationship, Rich, with the Saints organization. Dennis Allen, the new coach, got Michael Thomas back on the same page with him after he traveled with his wife to Malibu to sit down with Michael Thomas and family. They had lunch, they had dinner, they worked to build that trust, get back on the same page, get Michael Thomas back looking like himself.
Thanks very much for those insights.
It's here in New Orleans, but for those that have closely watched this series, it's often Mike versus Marshawn. Mike Evans and Marshawn Lattimore, known to get heated going against each other. In their last 4 contests, when Lattimore is on Evans, Evans has been targeted just 4 times. The Bucs are going to need him today. Meanwhile, on the Saints side, I spoke to Michael Thomas this week, who told me he feels like he has something to prove this season, and that the addition of Jarvis Landry has really helped take the attention off of him. Of course, the Bucs have added Julio Jones, which prompted Cam Jordan to say this week, who else can this Bucs team add? So, Mooch, I ask you, which Bucs player is going to step up for Tom Brady today?
Yeah, Tom's got to be a little concerned with his supporting cast this week because they're banged up over there. Talk about receivers. Chris Godwin is out. Mike Evans is gimpy. And you're talking about Julio Jones has an injury, too. They're all banged up. And Leonard Fournette, look at that concern on his face. Leonard Fournette is banged up as well. So who's got to step up? How about the backup running back, Rachaad White, the rookie, 3rd-round rookie out of Arizona State. He had 15 touchdowns for Herm Edwards over there at ASU. He's a Sun Devil over there. So he's good out of the backfield. This guy's a good 1-2 punch. He might be a sleeper in your fantasy league, okay? Rachaad White from the Bucs backup. He's going to get a lot of action today. And now let me send it over to Stacey Dales in East Rutherford.